Please subscribe to our channel. For latest updates, don't forget to press the bell icon.
What is the ANSI ASME dimensional standard for steel, flange and fittings? B16.5. How flange can be classified based on facing? Flat face, raised face, tongue and groove, and ring type joint. What are Weldolite and Socolite and where they used? Weldolite and Socolite are basically self-reinforcement fittings. Weldolite is used for butt-welded branch connection where standard T is not available due to size restriction and the piping is of critical high pressure service. Socolite is used for socket weld branch connection which required reinforcing pad. What is the normal upstream and downstream straight length of orifice flow meter? Upstream is 15D, D is the diameter. Downstream is 5D. Why do we provide full bore wall in connection pipeline of launcher and receiver? For pigging. What are the different type of gaskets? Full face, spiral wound, octagonal ring type, metal jacketed, inside bolt circle. From which side of pipe you will take branch connections? Gas, air or steam and cryogenic service we can take from the top side. And when fluid is liquid, we can take branch from the bottom side. What is steam tracing? Steam tracing is a process which is used to prevent the fluid passing through a process line from freezing by keeping the temperature high enough for free flow of fluid and thus maintaining pumpability. Which piping item will you drop down before conducting, flushing and hydro test? Control valve, orifice plate, rotameter, safety valve, thermowells are dropped or replaced with temporary spool before the hydro test. Why do we provide a dampener in the piping of reciprocating pumps? To take care of pulsation. What are the different hardness tests carried out? Brinell hardness test, Rockwell hardness test, Vickers hardness test.
What is the difference between pipe and tube? Pipe is identified by NB, which is nominal bore, and thickness is defined by schedule, whereas tube is identified by OD, which is outside diameter. From which size onward NB of pipe is equal to the OD of the pipe? From the size 14 inch and onward, NB is equal to the OD of the pipe. What is ASME stand for? ASME is American Society for Mechanical Engineers. Which piping code is used for process piping design? ASME P31.3. What should be the radius of long radius and short radius elbow? Long radius elbow is 1.5 D, where the D is the diameter of the pipe. Short radius elbow is equal to 1 D, where the D is the diameter of the pipe. Normally, where do we use eccentric and concentric reducers? Eccentric reducers are used for pump suction to avoid cavitation to maintain elevation, BOP, which is bottom of pipe. Concentric reducers are normally used for pump discharge, vertical pipeline, etc. Why we don't use concentric reducer in pump suction? Air pocket may form if concentric reducer is used at pump suction, which result in cavitation and cause damage to pump. To avoid this problem, eccentric reducer with flat on top or flat side up is used in pump suction. What is the difference between machine and stud bolt? Machine bolt has head on one side and nut on other side, but stud bolt have nuts on both sides. While welding of pipe trunnion to pipe reinforcement pad, you have to put a hole or leave some portion of welding. Why? For venting of hot gas which may get generated due to welding. That's why we put hole or leave some portion of welding. What is the thumb rule to calculate spanner size for given bolt? 1.5 into diameter of bolt. What are the essential data required for the preparation of equipment layout? Overall plot plan, process flow diagram which is PFD, piping and instrumentation diagram PNID, wind direction, equipment data sheet, and indicative equipment layout from process licensor. What are the basic documents required to preparation of piping layout? Overall plot plan, foundation and equipment layout, piping and instrumentation diagram, piping index drawing, piping specification and line list, list of special requirement if any for the project. Which parameter will you check during checking piping isometrics? Line number and pipe class, tag number of equipment, instrument, valves and special item. Flow direction, slope, no pocket, free draining requirement if any, minimum, maximum distance, straight length, etc. as specified in PNID. Close open position for spectacle blind or spacer end blind. Sequence of branch connection. Piping spec break, preferably be at flange joint or walls. Insulation symbol for insulated line. Equipment nozzle, TP number and tie-in numbers. What do you mean by IBR and which line comes under IBR purview? IBR is Indian Boiler Regulation Act. Steam line which condition listed below comes under IBR purview. Design pressure which is 3.5 kg per square centimeter and above. Line size about 10 inch having design temperature 1 kg per square centimeter and above. Boiler feed water line to steam generator, condensate line to steam generator and flush drum. What do you mean by insulated joint? Insulation joints are prefabricated non-separable union used to isolate specific section of pipeline to prevent corrosion caused by stray electrical current or interference from the other pipeline and power transmission cable. What do you mean by jacketed piping? Piping which is recognized as providing the most uniform application of heat to the process, as well as maintaining the most uniform processing temperature where steam tracing is not capable of maintaining the temperature of fluid constant, usually used for molten sulfur polymer service. Why do we provide drip lag in steam line? To remove condensate when there is a rise in the pipe along the flow direction. If we do not provide the drip lag in steam line, the condensate which form inside the pipe will result in water harmer effect causing the damage to piping system. How do you support any small size HDPE PVC plastic pipe? It should be supported continuously by using channel or angle so that line should not sag or fall from sleeper or rack due to uneven expansion because of hot temperature. Why do we provide high point vane and low point drain in piping? High point drain HPV for removing air during hydro test.
That's it for today. If you
And
like my video,
LPV,
don't
low
forget
point
to
drain
like,
for
share,
draining
comments
water
and
after
subscribe.
conducting hydro test.